the movie Kalki once again brings Karna to limelight. Karna, one of the most complicated characters in the Mahabharata. There has always been some kind of fascination, some misplaced sympathy for Karna. There have always been attempts to romanticize Karna as a wronged hero, a tragic hero, a victim of circumstances. Is Karna truly a wronged hero? My answer would be no. In fact, he is not a wronged hero, he is a wrong hero. Does Karna have any good qualities at all? Of course, yes. He did have good qualities, but he was a bundle of the good, the bad, and the ugly. And therefore, to go overboard and glorify him is just not really appropriate. Now, who was Karna? As we all know, he was a Surya Putra. Karna, the Surya Putra, was a blessing that Surya bestowed upon Kunti before her wedding. And therefore, due to societal pressures, Kunti had to abandon him. So he was abandoned by his very own mother. And eventually, he grew up as Radheya, son of a charioteer. And because of the circumstances, as he grew, the bitterness in him also grew. He was always bitter, wanting, longing for acknowledgement, longing for recognition of his capabilities, of his skills. He became the disciple of Parashurama through a lie, and that again resulted in unwanted consequences. And therefore, Karna eventually had to take some misdirected choices and become Duryodhana's best friend. Now, his support for adharma, his wrongs that he committed, his abominable atrocities cannot be overlooked in the ultimate analysis. The way he supported Duryodhana in all the atrocities committed in spite of knowing that Duryodhana was wrong. Always supporting Duryodhana in every wicked deed. The way he maligned Draupadi. The way he made unsavory, despicable remarks against her. The way he encouraged disrobing of Draupadi and participated in that abominable deed. The way he engaged in treachery against Abhimanyu. The list can go on. Karna had good qualities, but he nevertheless was a mixture, an admixture of the ugly and the bad, along with shades of good. So therefore, when attempts are made to portray him as a hero, it is important to recognize that he was not really the hero that many times he is made out to be. So it is okay to highlight some of his good qualities, but then to glorify him as the greatest warrior is simply not acceptable. And especially when he is glorified as someone who is even more superior to Arjuna, is just not acceptable. Because when we look at the facts from the Mahabharata, it is very clear that Karna never ever managed to win any combat against Arjuna. Now, if we have to draw any conclusions based on facts from the Mahabharata, we can possibly look at 5 different occasions where Arjuna and Karna faced off each other or engaged in some kind of a combat where we can actually compare their prowess, compare their skills, and come to a conclusion as to who is superior, who is a better warrior. We can possibly look at 5 different occasions. The first occasion being the martial arts exhibition conducted by Dronacharya for his students, where Arjuna demonstrated awe-inspiring skills. He received abundant accolades from the audience. He demonstrated how superior he was, his superlative skills in archery. And it was then that Karna gate crashed. And eventually, with Duryodhana's support, Karna did get an opportunity to face off with Arjuna, but then that combat was not conclusive. So therefore, if we have to keep scores, after the first occasion, it was a draw. The scores are Arjuna 0, Karna 0. The second occasion was when Dronacharya asked for Guru Dakshina from his disciples. Defeat his enemy Drupada, imprison him and bring him to me. This was Dronacharya's ask. And of course, the Kauravas jumped immediately to get going, and Karna was very much with them. And when they attacked Drupada, they received a drubbing. Drupada defeated the Kauravas, defeated Karna. And then it was Pandava's turn, and led by Arjuna, Pandavas overwhelmed Drupada's army. Arjuna defeated Drupada and took him as a prisoner to his guru, Dronacharya. Drupada defeated Karna and Arjuna defeated Drupada. Therefore, after the second occasion, now the score becomes Arjuna 1, Karna 0. The third occasion was soon after Draupadi's Swayamvara. All the kings assembled there felt humiliated. Arjuna, disguised as a Brahmana, won the Swayamvara. All the kings, including the Kauravas, felt humiliated and attacked Drupada. Krishna requested Bhima and Arjuna to defend Drupada. And in the ensuing fight, Shalya fought Bhima and Karna fought Arjuna. Now in that combat, there was no conclusive outcome. So after the third occasion, the score still remains Arjuna 1, Karna 0. Now the fourth occasion was during the exile of the Pandavas. Now the Kauravas wanted to show off their riches, the luxuries that they enjoyed while the Pandavas were struggling in the forests. And in that process, the Kauravas, they disrespect Chitraratha and the Gandharvas. The Gandharvas, led by Chitraratha, retaliate. The Kauravas are thrashed in the combat. Karna gets wounded, gets defeated by Chitraratha and the Gandharvas. Duryodhana is taken as a prisoner. And some Kauravas then rush to Yudhishthira for help. And Yudhishthira, the Pandavas, along with Arjuna, come to the rescue of Duryodhana. Arjuna defeats the Gandharvas and rescues Duryodhana. So, after the fourth occasion, the score now becomes Arjuna 2, Karna 0. The Gandharvas defeated Karna and Arjuna defeated the Gandharvas. So the score becomes Arjuna 2, Karna 0. The fifth is the most significant occasion, a significant encounter, the Virata war. Now after completion of the exile of the Pandavas, the Kauravas attack the kingdom of Virata. The entire Kaurava army with all the Rathis, Maharathis, Athirathis, they attack the kingdom of Virata. Arjuna single-handedly not only encounters them, but he manages to defeat the entire Kaurava army, including Bhishma, Drona, and of course Karna. In the battle that ensued, Karna gets thrashed, wounded by Arjuna. Arjuna wins fair and square. So therefore, after the fifth occasion, the score becomes Arjuna 3, Karna 0. So therefore, when we see all the events across Mahabharata, Karna had never managed to defeat Arjuna. The facts clearly point to one conclusion. Arjuna is a superior warrior when compared with Karna. Also, we need to understand the most important fact. True victory belongs to the one who surrenders to the ultimate hero, the ever victorious Krishna. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishnaha yatra partho dhanuddharaha tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir Dhruvanetir Matir Mama. By surrendering to Krishna, Arjuna becomes victorious. By surrendering to Krishna, Arjuna remains the supreme warrior, the ever victorious. Not Karna, who sided with Adharma and faced defeat. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu.